What's up, guys? Like, day 8, day 9, something like that. Oh, look at there. Not a blue or a button-up blue shirt or a camo shirt. I'm something different today. So we're winning in that aspect. But had clinical sim lab today. It was all right. I did not get the scenario that I am cut out for. It was pretty bland, pretty basic. It was a 44-year-old female that was admitted from the ER for COPD exacerbation, and I did a continued assessment. Diffuse bilateral wheezes and a temperature, and she had desatted and she was a little tacky, a little tachypnic from her baseline vitals. So it was just, basic stuff and a differential diagnosis of pneumonia, but that was pretty straightforward for me. Not a big deal. And then I feel really bad, and I probably need to apologize to my classmates for this. But like the last scenario, dude was circling the drain. The respirator was called to the ER for altered mental status. It was a patient transported by EMS. He was on 10 liters on a venti mask, was altered mental status, and shallow respiration. So respirator was called to the ED for that. And then the group that had this patient was like going through the motions, and for being first-time students and have never been exposed to this stuff, they were doing pretty damn well. But I couldn't, and I feel real bad about it. I couldn't keep my damn mouth shut. And the patient was in a 3rd-degree block. Like, it was a cardiogenic shock. It was circling the drain. It was not a respiratory problem. Yes, there was a respiratory component, but he was in a 3rd-degree block. And I called it across the room, sitting on a bench. And I gotta learn how to keep my fucking mouth shut and let these kids learn. But like, that's my bread and butter. I mean, 18 years as a medic, like, that's the shit I love. A 3rd-degree block. He had a pressure of 82 systolic. He was on 10 liters on a venti mask, so somewhere around 80% FiO2, and it was sat at 81. Heart rate of 40, and it was in a 3rd-degree block. Like, this dude needs to be paced right now. Not maybe eventually. Like, I gotta shut up. So yeah, I gotta shut up and let these kids learn. Like, I want to be a resource for them, because I do have that knowledge and that experience, and I want to be able to give them the tidbits of stuff that I've learned over nearly 2 decades of pre-hospital care. But I'm also doing them a disservice by just telling them what it is. And I gotta dial that back a little bit. So if any of y'all hear my program and you watch this shit, I'm sorry. I'm a douchebag. Tell me to shut up. It's just kind of my thing. I get real excited about it. I love it. Like, that's the cool shit. At least for me. Yeah. So if anybody's in my shoes and totally nerds out over cardiology and pulmonology, and you know, the acute emergency setting, but also trying to transition into a hospital-based role that's not EMS. How'd you do it? I feel real bad. Like, I want to help them, and I want to make it easy, but I don't want to. I don't want to take away from their experience, and I don't want to look like, you know, Mr. Know-It-All, and I don't want them to think I'm just, you know, being a brown noser to my professors, when the truth is I'm just a really weird geek when it comes to shit like that, because I love it. And I want everybody to love it just as much as I do, which is probably pointless, but you know what I'm saying? Super weird. Super weird for me. Anyway, guys. Oh, no, hold up. Let me tell you this. So I told you last video, whatever, had to go do a showing, did a showing, and I've been fighting for 2 days on an offer. I've never fired a client before. Yeah, did that today. That was weird. But it is what it is. If the property doesn't sell, the property doesn't sell. I'm out. No money. Like, it didn't cost me a little bit. I got a little bit of money wrapped up in, you know, marketing and advertising and running ads on Facebook and my website, but in the grand scheme of things, not much. My listing expires in 8 days. I think 8 days. So we'll just we'll let it expire, and we'll stick it back on the market after the winter, because I'm not walking around in 2-degree weather to show you a house that you're probably not gonna buy because it's super expensive. But oh well. Anyways, it's been real fun. I really do enjoy where I'm at in class. Like I said, I feel like a douchebag for just kind of stepping on everybody's toes today, and I do think I'm gonna probably stand up in class Monday and just do an apology, because I do feel like trash about that. I feel like it may not be wanted by some of the kids, some of these students they're adults. I'm just old as dirt, so I call them kids, but they're not kids. I feel like it may not be wanted, or I'm overbearing, and I don't want to do that. So I'll say something Monday when we get to class and just kind of tell them, you know, I'm just gonna try to keep my mouth shut from here on out. But if you have questions or if you want to learn, please lean on me. Like, let me be a resource. Learn from my mistakes. Don't repeat them. Like, that's why we're here. Anyways, guys, love y'all. See y'all later.